Yeah, we'll do the end user first. Yeah, we'll do that first. Let's do that first, and then. Yeah. Pawan.
Is it often is true that Saturn, the house where he lives, is not that important than the drishti that he does? Is that really true for the Saturn, or is it that?
No. The house where he sits is where his biggest influence is.
Even for
But it's also drishti is also very important.
But
Shani drishti is
more
very
powerful than the.
no. Where he sits is also. If it's a friendly house, then it's good. See, if it's a friendly thing, then the energy is of work. If it is not friendly, it's the suffering. So think of this: Saturn, there's a positive work, effort, negative suffering. So you always want it to. If there is suffering, move it to work.
I told you Vakra Drishti.
Vakra Shani.
Vakra Guru. In my chat, Guru is Vakra.
Vakra Guru is like I said. Think of Vakratva as a rework. So it's not one time. You have to do it multiple times for it to happen. So if you do one time, whatever the Guru rules will only happen after multiple efforts. That is what Vakragati is. It's go front, back. It means you have to redo, rework. Some mistake is there. You come back and redo it. Things like that.
Vakra Shani is also like that?
Yeah, Vakra Shani is also like that. Vakra Shani means you have to put effort again and again and again. So Vakra means again and again and again. That's what it means.
But there is no time limit on how long the effort has to go.
No, eventually, if to give result, you cannot get result in one shot. If you have a Vakra Graha, that's what it means. It means you have to do it multiple times for it to land successfully. That's the
True, maybe.
no, in whatever the Guru is, because maybe Guru generally taking Guru is knowledge, right? It's knowledge. That means if you read once, you have to read multiple times to understand things like that. That's what it is. Okay, so now
I did CA, so it makes sense.
you did what?
CA.
CA, Chartered Accountant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to retake the exam.
No, but this is not just education. It's like any learning.
Yeah.
Your understanding comes, or even Guru is Saukya. So for that to happen, you have to do multiple tries. So after multiple tries, you get it like that. Okay, next one, we'll look at friends and Naisargika Sambandha. So grahas have sambandhas, right? They have their own sambandhas. So we'll look at the grahas and then who they are friends and who they are enemies and all of that, right? So let's start with, and the rule is, it is all based on the bhava position, Rashi bhava position. And the rule is, there is something called as the Mula Trikona. That means your head office. Because if you have two Rashis that you own, one Rashi is head office. One is home, the other one is head office. So you have to always count from head office. Okay. So for that, I need to teach you one more concept. Let's look at that concepts. I told you there are different houses that have, that do different things. So in Gita, Krishna says Naraka Dwara is how many? How many Naraka Dwaras are there? Krishna is saying, main doors.
Talking about 3067 BC.
Huh? Right? Somebody said, what is it?
You're talking about 3067 BC, I don't know. But yeah.
Narakasya Tridwara. 3 doors. Naraka has 3 doors. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Etat trayam tyajet, he says Krishna to Arjuna. Give up these 3, Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Moha, Mada, Matsara is, that is secondary. Main 3 doors is Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Based on that concept, there are 3 doors. Where is Kama? Where is Krodha? Where is Lobha? This is called as the concept of 3, 6, 11. 3 Shad Aya. These 3 houses are called 3 Shad Aya. 3 is 3, Shad is 6, Aya is Labhasthana, which is 11. 3, 6, 11. 3 Shad Aya, Bhavas. These are the concept. But that comes on, so I have to go back to the foundation. This comes from another foundation thing. So let me do that foundation before Sambandha, because without knowing that, if I tell you this, you will not understand. So what I wanted to show was you can slice and dice these 12 into different ways. Like 6 times 2 is 12. Right? So that means the first 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are thinking of bhavas. We are thinking of the lagna being Mesha lagna. So first 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be you. The next 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the other. This is the other, right? 7 is the other, 8 is the other, 9 is the other, 10, 11, 12 is the other. So that means the whole 12 houses are divided into me, aham, this is me, myself, my consumption, my expression, my saukhya, my followers, my knowledge, my enemies. It is also others money, others expressions, others sukha, others followers, and so this is your friends, they are others, and then others enemies. So for example, let's say your second lord, house of where you make money, let's say you make money, is in the 8th house. Second lord is in the 8th house. Generally, if you ask somebody, the negative effect is what? Your income will not be steady. So that is not going to be a salaried job. It cannot be steady income if it is in the house. Then if somebody comes to you and asks you, what should I do? My second lord is in the 8th house, and 8th house is breaks. 8th house is obstacles, right? 8th is obstacles. That's where Ganesha is. What do I do? What do I need to do? But then if you divide it this way, 8th house is second from 7th house. 7th is the other. 8th is others' money. Oh, you know what? Your income is unsteady unless you work with others' money. Others' investments, traders, like if insurance, 8th house is all of that. Insurance is 8th house. It's all others' money. So wherever you are getting some others' money and then investing that and all of that and make commission. So this is commission. 12th second lord in 8th house is commissions.
Investment banker.
Yeah, investment banker, right? Big time. As once you hit that, suddenly all money will start coming. Right? So it means second lord in the 8th house is bad if you are going for an IT job and going for a monthly salary. It is very good if you are tracking to others' money, or if you are using others' money. So is it good or bad? Relative expression. How is it dissipated? If you are following others' path, I want to study government job, this thing, then what happens? This is going to be miserable. Your income obstacles. Income will not happen. As long as you don't work with others' money. So if you have, you are you in this one, investment or something? Is anybody in investment? Or is anybody using others' money?
Yeah, all the grahas are on first 6 for me.
Oh, that is it. Everything. Don't depend on anybody else.
No.
You depend on only you.
It's working out well though.
Yeah. For you, and it's a serious thing.
I know.
If your chart, everything is here,
Majority of them.
It means that you, whatever you do not do with somebody else.
No partnership.
No partnership. Like that. Because everything happens with
In fact,
your
my wife is there, like she went become a partner, she had a partnership and then it didn't go well.
Yeah, yeah.
That is from the Lagna, right? I mean, the first 6
Yeah.
houses you are
Yeah, from
starting
Lagna,
with
from Lagna.
Whichever the Lagna.
Whichever Lagna is. This we are only talking about Bhava. Bhava means whichever the Lagna, whichever Rashi it is, it doesn't matter. If you have the Grahas in the first 6, it is Swa. If you have in the 7th to 12th, it is Para. So, if you have the Grahas in the Para and you are trying to do things for yourself, you will have obstacles, suffering, everything will be there because, see, eventually what the chart is saying, you are built certain way. Until you don't do that, that is like the chart is my dharma. You start doing what you are supposed to do, everything will start clicking.
Correct.
Until you don't do that, you will be suffering because everything is blocked. The reason why you are studying the chart is to know what is my dharma, what should I do. The second lord is in the 8th house, the dharma is saying get money from somebody else, play with their money.
Business.
Business you can put your money also, right? Bank loan is others' money, right?
Partnership.
Yeah, if you are partnership where others are putting the money,
Business.
yours is sweat equity. There is capital comes from somebody else. As long as your money is going to be very limited, somebody else's money is involved, you will do very well if that works.
So that means the first 6 here are mine.
Me,
Me.
right? First 6 shows me.
That means head, mouth.
No, don't. That is just the Kalapurusha thing.
Yeah.
First 6 means Swa, my consumption, my expression, my communication, my Sukha, my followers, my knowledge, my enemies. So it's all me, what I do. From the 7th to the 12th, it's other. Right? It's others.
So can you come back again with this chart? What are you trying to?
No, bhavas.
Bhavas?
1 to 12 bhavas.
3, 6, 11.
No, yeah. Before that, let's go to that. I want to show that.
Most of the grahas are in the other part.
From 7 to 12,
Yeah.
do you deal with others' money?
Start doing.
What do you do?
She teaches.
Currently I teach, yeah. I used to work in IT, but now
Was the IT smooth or no?
IT was,
Good.
but I had to take a break.
Were there a lot of breaks?
I had to take a long break.
Okay.
I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will not be smooth. If you are not following your dharma, things will not be smooth until you start following the dharma. But it need not be, when I say others, it could be doing things for others. Like, are you teaching without any pay?
Yeah.
Mostly yes.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
She's a Chinmaya mission teacher.
Then that is what it is. So you should have seen more, peace and all of those things once you start doing it.
That's true.
That's all. That means your dharma is do for others, but you can also do with others' money also. Charity is also others' money, like the donations and all. As long as you are not doing it, deriving income from that, like from your efforts. If somebody is donating, that is also next 6, right? Everything is next. Charity, insurance, investment banking, loans, all of those things are this.
But then it's only the 6 bhavas that we have to look at.
What's that?
Is it only the 6 bhavas? Because I didn't get this. Only 6 we are looking, right?
Yeah, first to 6 is Swa, 7 to 12 is Para.
So what if this?
See, I'll tell you, like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 10th, your 10th house is your karma house, correct?
Right.
But it is also your wife's mother. Why? Why is it wife's mother? Because 4th from 7th. 7th is your wife. 1, 2, 3, 4th is mother, wife's mother. So it is also in the para, it is her mother comes here. Right? your mother is 1, 2, 3, 4. This house. This is her mother because it's 4th from 7th. Right? So then once you start that triggers, then it's from, so it need not be like, I said somebody else, right? So if the second lord is in 8th house, it is your wife's money, your wife's earning. That could also be.
So is this why they tell open the business in wife's name, not in your name?
Yeah, it could be that. That could be that. And there may be other reasons too.
Right,
But yeah, it could be in that one too.
saying it is a para, not your own, in others' name, others.
But he's working, but in your name.
Not here, so I have heard this scenario.
But that is what this specifically, it is, let's say if the Lord, this is Shukra, right? This is Venus. Let's say he is here, Venus is here. He rules this second house. So second house is income. It's kind of your income. From this it is 8th. That means income, there's no income. It's all breaking because the second lord is in the 8th house. All breaks, obstacles. Nothing is happening until you tell him.
No, not him, he's fine.
So that's what I'm saying, like you should use his money to spend.
That I do always.
You're doing good
Nobody has to tell us.
then. You're doing good, that's what it is.
Until, in this case, until this income comes from wife's money, then everything will be steady. That's the change.
So why did you bring this swa and para in right now?
Because I'm showing you how to divide the 12 rashis, 12 bhavas and understand.
This
because
is another perspective of analysis.
Exactly.
Analyzing.
Exactly.
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
yeah. This is called Hora.
Hora, okay.
Yeah, Hora. Hora is division by 2.
So earlier in the session, we talked about the relationship of the houses. Now you're saying, you're taking the bhava, you're breaking into a house.
Yes.
You're saying this is para, this is swa.
Swa and Para.
Okay.
So there is so many things built into this. Why I am telling this is these are things that you just see and you can predict. You say, wow, how did you know all this? These are the things for sure. And I want you to see that in your chart or your family's chart or somebody that you know so that you can tell me, yes, that's working or it's not working. Okay.
Sunil sir, second lord house is in 8th house. Likewise, if I have to see what is my 8th lord here,
Is Mars.
and he's in which house?
I don't know. I mean, just an example chart. I'm just saying, I'm just showing you second lord in 8th house and just telling you. And it need not be that, this is the only thing that happens. But generally, once you start working with somebody else's money, this will, because it is its dharma. That second lord in the 8th house or the money, what is 8th? What is Vrishchika? I said, digging deep, right? That means if you are in a job where you are doing very lot of research, then you are doing that dharma as well. So it's not set into one because the 8th house has many different meanings. So when you choose different meanings of the 8th house, so one meaning is obstacles. So your income will have a lot of obstacles. Let's say, and that is what is that is what is coming true. That's what is happening in your life. Now then, what I'm going to ask, like you have second lord in the 8th house. You come to me, I look at it. Hey, do you have a lot of interruptions in your income? It's not you're not getting your salaries, things like that. That person might say, yeah, I'm in business. I don't have a set salary. Sometimes I'll get $50,000. Another month, nothing. That is also this. It is not the same thing, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's say, yeah, I have a lot of obstacles. I do things and it takes a long time for that money to come back. We have 90 days and, all those things, like net 90 and things like that. Then that means, okay, so that means you are manifesting the negative part of the second being in the 8th. Hey, can you work with others' money? Is there some way in the field that you are where you can work with somebody else's money? Oh yeah, I'm in finance. Yes, I can do that. Hey, can you do investment banking or can you start doing insurance and earn your income through commission? Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah. So when he does that, then he is now exhibiting the exact dharma that Shukra is asking you to do. Then everything will smoothen out.
So
Or
the first
let's
law
say
is-
I'm an engineer, I know I'm not in finance, I'm an engineer. Hey, can you get into research and R&D? Because 8th house, Vrishchika is R&D, it is going deep. Can you do that? Yes, I can do that. Yes. Then start, the income will stabilize. So until that person is exhibiting the dharma of Shukra in Vrishchika in the 8th house, he is going to have the negative aspects of not following what the dharma of this is.
Yeah,
As simple as that.
right.
You are supposed to do that. You are not doing it. That means you are suffering for it. That's it.
One basic question. The second lord is Venus because we are considering Mesha Lagna as an example chart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to refer to our second
Your chart.
house.
Who has chart?
Our second house and the lord.
Like for example,
Yes.
your Lagna is here. Your second lord will become Sun. So Sun will be in Meena for it to be in the 8th house. Right? So it could be anything.
What if we have shadow planets on the other side?
Could be.
But they are not lord of anything, right?
No,
Ketu.
they are lord of
Like Ketu,
Kumbha is
Rahu.
Rahu. Ketu is Vrishchika. Ketu rules Vrishchika.
Okay.
Yeah. But lordship is always, primary lordship is important. Mars is the lord of this. Ketu is the secondary lord. See, Ketu doesn't have a physical existence. Ketu, whenever looking at Ketu, you're thinking of mental. Rahu, mental. It's all mental.
So, that's the reason you, so in that case, right, on the other side, so we need to interpret Ketu in terms of Kujvat Ketu Rahu.
That is the effect.
Effect of.
But the manifestation, see, Ketu's manifestation will never be physical. It will always be mental. Ketu, when Rahu troubles, when Ketu troubles, it will be, it's like, oh, I was suffering thinking all this time, but that was not true. That's what it is. That is your thinking is destroying you. That is what Rahu and Ketu will do.
So third lord is always effort.
Third is always expression, effort, expression,
Fourth is
communication.
heart.
Right? So this is good.
But we always have this the Amsha chart also, right?
No, let's not go there.
We don't use that.
One by one we have to do that. No, we'll use that.
Oh, we use that.
Especially in Navamsha we use that.
If seventh lord is Guru, that means like other partnership, like
Yeah.
the spouse will have more knowledge, or is it
No.
that I can like?
No.
How will
So seventh lord is Guru means either this lagna.
seventh house rather?
Yeah. Which is seventh house. If seventh lord is Guru, it has to be either Mithuna or Kanya. And that's the only case where Guru is the seventh lord.
No, seventh house I mean, from Lagna. If it is Guru.
That's the only. These are the only. Oh, you have Guru in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not the lord. You're talking about occupant.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So what does that mean? Like
So the blessing, like now,
it is other, right? Like
now me and my wife discussed this very much. I was like, look at this Aditya there. He married Yami.
and he
What kind of a chart she has? Right? So in his house, you get married, all the luck changes. Right? Until marriage, like that is the dharma. It is saying, get married. Like think of that person that is suffering, and the only thing that was needed was to get married. Everything good is going to trigger. Right? So then that is the thing. It's like, look at the chart. If your bhagya is after marriage, get married soon.
Oh.
Okay.
Right? If your bhagya is not going to be after marriage, then delay. Yeah,
Bhagya means what?
luck, fortune.
But is seventh house should be who then?
No, it's not just seventh house, seventh lord. If it's an exalted, it's in a very, very, very powerful graha in the seventh house. That means you are either going to marry somebody from a powerful family or with a lot of influence, or after marriage you'll get a lot of that. So I don't know Aditya's chart, but Yami Gautam will be somewhere there, right? It's like once you have marriage, suddenly everything turns around.
Or maybe the kid, right? They
Oh, did they have a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be
Maybe
that.
that chart also might be.
Yes. Yeah, like Yash. He had that kid and then the KGF happened and things. Then he had another kid and KGF 2 happened. So, yeah, that's, huh?
KGF 3 will come next.
Yeah, I think it's only 2 kids. Yeah, I don't know. But it's just one movie with 2 parts. So, yeah. Yeah, but all of that, the jokes apart, those are trigger points. What I'm saying is, your chart already has that. It's saying you're going to be very fortunate after marriage. So how are you going to use it? Get married early. Another point, right? These are all, like when you're matching the charts, let's say. Your son's first marriage will be very bad. Marriage will be very bad. Let's say very, very bad. Always fighting. Second will be fantastic. Now what do?
3 years.
Kumbha Vivaha.
Yeah.
So that is what so now what, until you go to, it might be the third one, you don't know, right? So until you what you have to do, you have to Purushakara, you have to, first marriage is going to be to a pot, and then once that marriage is done, Aishwarya Rai had this, it's not, this is there,
Yeah.
right? And so then what happened, then you break it, your first marriage is annulled, so the next marriage will be to the person, and that is counted as the second marriage, not the first one. So whatever is in the 7th house is going to be your first wife. First wife. If that is bad, with Kumbha Vivaha, you can remove that so that you go into that wife which is good for you. That's all.
So Buddha in the 7th house, Guru in the 10th house. Guru is, 10th house is mother-in-law, right?
It could be mother-in-law. Yeah, it's also mother-in-law because it's 4th from the 7th. Yeah.
So is that a good thing?
Yes. And the mother-in-law is also influencing the job of the person. That influence is also there. So you said 7th, Buddha is in the 7th.
Buddha and Ravi in the 7th.
Buddha and Ravi in the 7th. Buddha in the 7th is in the Maranasthana, right? So that means it could be somebody who is immature. But Ravi is there. Ravi is very mature. So as long as Buddha is triggered, that person will be immature. But once Ravi comes in the form, he will become. That means Ravi becomes powerful when they have a baby. Because Ravi is a father. So then that becomes powerful. Sun comes into the picture. Until then, that person will be like immature.
But does that also mean 7th house sun means authoritative? The other partner.
Again, it's not one meaning, right? It could be your wife is authoritative. It could be so many other things. So sun doesn't have one meaning. 7th house doesn't have one meaning. 7th house is the wife. 7th house is the other. So there's so many other things there. So it could be that.
That is also husband, right? Like any.
For a wife, it's a husband. Yes. Yeah. So that is how you see the chart. So in the ancient times, they would look at that, say, getting married quickly. Because why? Because bhagya is there after marriage. So you're saying, hey, don't delay marriage. Get the marriage done.
Then for the marriage to happen, they say
Guru Bala.
Guru Bala. Yeah.
A marriage and a thread
But
ceremony
then,
about
even
it.
though you will want to get married at 20, but then Guru Bala is not there.
I think Guru Bala is just gochar. Guru Bala happens, if he's yeah, 2, 5, 7, 9, 11. Whenever Jupiter is going around, his good drishti will come. Good events will happen in life when Jupiter is in good spots. And like currently.
So Guru Drishti is Guru Bala, that's what.
No, Guru Bala means, right, currently Guru is in Mithuna. So for Rishabha Rashi, Guru is in the 2nd. So Rishabha Rashi, all Rishabha Rashi people will have Guru Bala. Yeah, from June, did you listen to my Panchanga Shravana?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
After.
So
Yeah, we are buying gold after that.
after October, then.
No, you have to
sell-
buy now. Now.
June.
No, now, because it's gone
You have to
down.
Buy now.
So in June, it's going to go
Oh, it's
up.
going to go up.
Ah.
Okay,
So
sorry.
buy low, sell high.
Buy now. Suchi.
Yeah, right? So this is one, slicing it into two halves. What it is, me and the other. Right? Me
So
and the
I'm
other.
trying to relate the two. Earlier you said the grahas influence the other.
Oh, that is drishti.
So this one, there's no relation between the two.
No.
So you can't analyze, you have to analyze them differently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is all these things you have to
I'm
put
trying to
together.
see whether I can put a framework around. Oh,
You might be, I don't know.
okay.
Like if you have a Vedavyasa yoga in your chart, maybe you will be seeing things that nobody else has seen. You can do that.
What is that yoga?
Vedavyasa yoga.
What are the combinations?
That's a good one.
Right? So this is one. Right? So now 6 times 2 is 12. So we have divided the 6 into 2 halves. Right? It's also called Hora. But Hora strictly is dividing. So basically the rule is look at in your chart, and if the grahas are in the this is Purusha's 3. Purusha's 3. So the first 15 degrees is Purusha. Of the odd signs, first 15 degrees is Purusha. 15 to 30 is Stri. The even signs, 0 to 15 is 3. 15 to 30 is Purusha. So you take all the grahas and look at which part of the Rashi these things are. If you have more Purusha, the grahas in the Purusha sthana, your masculinity will be more. It's not male, female, it's masculine, feminine qualities. If you have more in the feminine, then your feminine qualities will be more. It could be, it applies to both male and female. So you'll have to look at your chart for the 9 grahas, especially for the 7 grahas. Ketu and Rahu is fine, but the 7 grahas, look at which half of the Rashi the majority of the grahas fall under. Your characteristics will be dominated by Purusha or Stri. That one is.
Which half? How do you know? If there's only one?
No, let's say all your grahas, let's say, just for simplicity's sake, they are all in 1, this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right, 11. So odd signs are male signs.
Oh.
Even signs are female signs. Right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 are female signs, female rashis. Right? So that is one. And then within the Rashi itself, in the male signs, first 15 degrees is male, the last 15 degrees is female. So look at your chart, look at from Sun to Shani, look at whichever Rashi they are in, are they in the female part or in the male part of the sign?
Depends on writing. If I write this first or that first, right?
No. Which degree then? Let's say your Sun is in 5 degrees of Mesha and your Shani is in 5 degrees of Mithuna, right? And your Guru is in 5 degrees of Simha. So all of them are in the male half of the Rashi.
Yeah, but they usually don't say which degree. If you just say
No, you have to see, look at, get the
Look at
detail.
the
Look at the
graha
details.
placements and
So
keywords.
look at the degrees, and then you can divide the grahas. Of the 7 grahas, 5 are in the male part of the Rashi, right, and 4 are in the female part of the Rashi. So that means masculinity is more, and if it's a female, that means masculinity is more and femininity is less.
so 0 to 15 degrees male,
Yeah, no, 0 to 15 degrees of a odd sign is male.
odd sign.
Odd sign is male. So 0 to 15 degrees of odd sign is male. 15 to 30 degrees of even sign is male.
15 to 30 degree of odd is female.
15 to 30 of odd is female, correct.
So 0 to 15
No. 0 to 15 of even is female.
Oh, it's female.
And 15 to 30 of even is male. So just look at, if you go look at it, which graha falls where, then you'll see the characteristic of the person, right? So that, now let's come to the next one, right? So now we are doing 3 times 4. That means you are dividing this into 4 parts, 3 signs each, right? So it means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we have 3 times 4 is 12. So we are doing that. Right? Let me. So like 3 is movement. What is that? Okay, now you have to get your chart out, because now we'll see what the prediction says about. Very simple but very powerful. This is true. So now, if you're suffering, then why you are suffering? Because of that, and what you can do to correct it.
What does this male and female Rashi stand for? Like,
Only
So,
masculine
just the male part,
and
female.
female part.
That's it.
correct?
Personal.
Okay. Yeah. So now, what?
No, if I sit for long, my back starts hurt.
If you want, you can
So now we are doing 3 times 4. So that is, what is it? It is Chara, Sthira, Dviswabhava. So the Chara Rashi, Sthira Rashi, and Dviswabhava Rashi. Chara and Sthira. Same thing, right? Then this is Chara Rashi, Sthira Rashi, Dviswabhava Rashi. Chara Rashi, Sthira Rashi, Dviswabhava. Chara, Sthira, Dviswabhava. Dviswabhava. Dual nature. They are dual nature. So this is more of movement. Now, I want you to. So Chara Rashis give you movement. Like for example, I'll just give you an example. Let's say there's something called Prashna Shastra. Prashna Shastra means you ask a question, and they make a chart at the time of question, and then, like for example, oh hey, I lost my jewelry. Will I get it back? That could be a question, right? So now they put a chart for the time of the question, and then what happens? Then there are certain things which the object or what you lost is in certain house. Who stole it is in certain house. Was it stolen? Was it just lost? Then let's say it was stolen, and then they're all in the Chara Rashi. That means the thief has stolen it, and he is moving. He is moving. That is what a Chara is. Sthira means, hey, it is somewhere here. It is Sthira. It is here. Maybe it's lost because it's not moving. Nobody's taking. Stationary.
So do they use this in finding missing persons?
Yes. Yes. That's Prashna Shastra. So that Prashna Shastra is very powerful. So where.
But
and
how many people in the world know it that well?
it is not my problem. No. See, in India they do, no? Like for example, I know in Udupi it's
They do it.
Astamangala, they put
Prashna.
Prashna Shastra. Hey, in this temple, something has happened that is created. It will say, okay, somebody, some idol is broken. It will say that is what is the reason for all the bad things and so on. You need to go fix it.
When the family has problem, like in the family, everybody gets together and they ask.
Prashna Shastra. Yeah.
It's very common.
Is it leaking? Huh?
Raining hard.
I know. So, Chara, Sthira, Visvabhava. So, Chara Rashis give you movement. or moving always. Sthira Rashi, stationary always. Vishwabhava Rashi, move, stationary. Move, stationary. That is, that is what it is. Now, let us look at some charts. Let's say majority of your planets. Give me. Let's start with you. So give me like how many planets are in which rashis?
Yeah, counted. Chara 3.
Chara is 3.
Stira 5.
Sthira is 5. Yeah,
Vishwabhava
Vishwabhava is 1.
2.
Chara Sthira starts
I
from
mean,
Vedanga
no, how?
or 9?
9.
1, 2, 3.
So,
Only the ones which are written, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So look at the rashis that are.
Oh, 2, 2. Stira is 4.
Oh, Sthira is 4
Yes.
and Vishwabhava is 2.
Yeah.
So even, Sthira is, that means what it is saying, your dharma is, you should be in one place. Movement is not really good for you. Right? So have you moved around too much, or you're just set in one place?
Move quite a bit.
Moved quite a bit, but that's what causes anxiety. See, but in your case it's 3 and 4. So let's say if somebody had 6 here, in that case, and then 1 here, that is where it says if you move, you will suffer.
Yeah.
Right? So that for that person, if he's 100%, if he's suffering, it is because he is not in one place. What is the advice you will give him? Hey, what is your job? Oh, I travel. I'm in sales. I'm always traveling. Oh, really? Because first thing you'll ask is, hey, you should be in a very fixed job. Oh, no. I'm in sales. I'm kind of, 15 days in a month. I'm traveling quite a bit. International travel. They say, is that something that's causing an upset? Yes, a lot of anxiety. I hate this travel. So that's the people who have Sthira 6. What do you tell him? Hey, for something good to happen, leave that traveling job, get a job where you are in one place. That's it.
So I have 3, 4, but I travel also bit and stationary also.
Yeah, 3, 4 is not, because 3, if this was 1 and this Sthira was a lot more, then I would have said, okay, there would be a problem. So I want to see somebody who has
More
that
Chara.
kind, more Chara or more Sthira. What do you have?
I got Sthira almost 6.
6 Sthira, okay?
6, 1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a 2.
Yes.
Okay. That means your happiness is tied to being in one place.
So that is only not with respect to the place, right? It's also to the job and everything else.
Whatever is. For you, happiness is tied to fixed. So these are the people who will enjoy if they are in one place for a long time. If you get into sales job and all that, you will suffer quite a bit. So that is what it is. So that means your dharma is to be sthira. If you are in sales, you are not doing your dharma, therefore you will going to suffer.
So the house as well, or wherever you stay, prefer to continue the staying there.
Yes. Place. No travel job. The first thing you tell somebody who has this is, Pavan, don't ever be in a job where you have to travel quite a bit. If there is no travel, you will be the happiest. That's it. But if you are traveling, you hate the travel.
Or otherwise saying that, okay, that is where you are doing it. But it also says that, in this case, which in my case, I never got an opportunity to travel a lot.
Which is good.
Which is good.
If you
but
had an opportunity to travel, that travel would have made you like frustrated, very, very, you suffer. So, but that means this has already manifested.
Yes.
But sometimes what happens is this is there in the chart, but there might be grahas that are pushing you to travel.
Yeah.
So what that graha is pushing you to travel, it is making you take this 1 when you are supposed to take the 6. So so that means now you know, I should never get into a job where there is travel. That is something you should write it down for yourself. The less the change, the more happier you are.
should we always consider this as the primary for calculating the Chara and this one, or the Navamsha?
No, Navamsha is not. This is, Charasthira is always in the Rashi. See, this is the basic chart. Navamsha is a derived chart. What is shown here is what happens, right? Navamsha is just giving you a greater detail of this. It's not going to override this, right? It's
Is this Rashi based or Bhavas we have to look at?
Rashi.
I have 5.
Five,
Stira.
five sthira. How many chara?
1.
Same thing for you.
Oh, this is
You-
Rashi based?
Rashi based.
Rashi based.
Yeah, I need to know.
My daughter
The
has
first
6 Chara.
No, just make sure you're telling me the Rashi. That means you have to look at Mesha.
Yeah.
How many graphs are in Mesha Rashi?
Oh.
And in Karkataka Rashi, Tula Rashi, and Makara Rashi.
My daughter has 6 Chara.
So she will be happy if she's traveling around.
I need to tell her.
Yeah. So if she's in
She
one.
just started working, so.
So a job where she is moving is the best suited for her. Otherwise, she will be very, very, very frustrated, and she will lose interest after 1 year to whatever if she is in very.
She just started now.
So if it is a job that puts her in one place and there's no travel in that, so look for another good job.
This is a good thing to tell the kids rather than us now, because we are already past.
No, but
That's right.
but in your life is it work is
I
what
know.
is the thing.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah.
like that.
For you it is 5.
Yeah, for me, Stira is 5.
Stira is 5. That means
Yeah, I've been like,
one
I
place.
have done only 3 jobs in my life. But
Yeah, but are you in one place?
yes, one place.
That's it. That means that is good. That is good for you. If you were traveling quite a bit, you would have suffered.
Possible.
So that is what. See,
If you are Sthira and your spouse is,
you will be in a traveling
You'll be
job.
very happy.
You will be in one place and you will be
what if
traveling.
we move locations?
Then it will be both. Both will be there. So that if both have you have sthira, he has chara, you keep moving, you will be miserable, he will be very happy.
Oh,
That is what it is.
I think it is not just the travel part, right?
Movement part.
Jumping from job to job.
No, movement.
Just the movement.
The movement.
Oh, it's changing the job.
Change,
you know.
yeah, lot of change. Especially place is very important. Charasthira is place related.
Yeah.
But
any
the
movement.
more you are moving,
Correct.
and even though, like, I live in Houston, I changed my
Yeah,
house
one
from
job
this
to
house to
another.
that house to that house to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
house,
Yeah, that
miserable.
sounds okay.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
Then
we
you can-
have
I have
changed
3
like
each
13
of
homes.
them.
you.
Oh, wow.
Is it you have a lot of charas?
My husband has.
Sir,
Lot of
that's a
chara?
good question.
Yeah.
I have Chara,
But
Sthira,
4,
and
not too many.
Vishwabhava
4.
Okay.
Stira is only 1.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah.
see,
I mean,
relatively,
it's 4.
so you have to look at the ratio.
Yeah,
See, let's say if he has 4 and this is 0, that even though this is a smaller number, this is 0. So that means, sthira is like you said the other way, right? 4 is chara.
4 is Chara.
Yeah, so if it's 4 is chara, sthira is 0, that means what is the energy that he is carrying in him? Chara energy.
Yeah.
That means that he is going to be happy when he is moving. He loves travel.
Yeah.
But if you are the opposite, that means that movement will cause you misery. He will be very happy with it.
Mine is 4 and 3. So
Four-
4 Chara and 3 is Stira.
So it's not too bad though. I mean,
Yeah.
you can take, like for example, if you have 4, 4, 1, that means whether you move or you're in one place, it doesn't really. So your happiness is not tied to settle down.
Okay.
So if you have a lot of sthira, your happiness is tied to settling down. It could be in one job, it could be in one place.
Yeah.
Movement causes misery.
Yeah.
Settling causes
Yeah,
happiness.
he has traveled a lot from last few years only.
Yeah, but you can see that, right?
Yeah.
But if he's like you said,
Now he's like from last couple of years, he has not taken up a travel job.
but he will not.
he is not happy.
That is the point. So that is the point. So that might be some bhukti, some dasha that has changed, that is putting him in one place. But his nature is to travel. So he needs to travel. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I got the, after I corrected, it's 2, 3, 4 now. V is 4, highest number. What does it mean?
So see, Dvisvabhava is, it's like it's chara and sthira together. That is, you move, stay a little bit, move, stay a little bit like that. Is that what has happened to you? That is what. That means your dharma is what your dharma is. That's what it is.
Travel some.
Like that. That is what your whole life it will be like that. If you change that and don't do anything, you will suffer. Like that.
So I need to get away from her quite often.
Yeah. Come back, settle down. You see,
Depends on is she going to be happy or not. I don't know
make
what
sure
she
she is
is.
I
happy.
am staying
Once,
here, yeah.
Oh, is she right?
once she is happy, move. This Swabhava is like that's what it is. Yeah. Right?
But some are based on now. This is based on the zodiac.
Rashi, yeah.
The-
No, all I'm telling you now is all zodiac based, Rashi based.
But the previous, the friends and enemies, it was based on Lagna.
Yeah,
So you read
mostly
that.
till now we did Lagna.
Lagna, yeah.
So it's
So
very
you,
important.
that's what I said, right? Grahas, Rashi, Bhava. So you need to see which one.